You've just bought yourself a new pack raft and you're ready to go. The alpaca rafts come in a mesh stuff sack. Inside the stuff sack, you'll have your components that you'll need to assemble your raft. Let's take a look. Inside, you've got a backband for whitewater series boats. If you've got a classic or an ultralight series, you may not have a backband. You'll have an inflatable seat. Depending on the model of pack raft will determine the size. You'll have an inflation bag for inflating your raft. Whitewater series boats will also have a foot pillow, or a self-bailing raft may also have an inflatable foot pillow. You'll also receive a small field repair kit. This is a pretty basic kit, but it's good to get you started and you can build out your repair kit from there. Whitewater series boats will also come with a set of 4-point attached thigh straps. They offer stability and control of your pack raft and are better suited for whitewater paddling over open boats or some ultralight boats which are more focused for general paddling. Your pack raft will also come, if it's fitted with a T-zip, with some T-zip lubricant. It's a good idea to lay out your boat, get familiar with where things are, just make sure everything looks hunky-dory and you've got all the components before you get set up. Once you've got your new pack raft out of its bag and everything's out and ready to go, we're just going to run through how to set things up and which orientation for some things. There's some components on particularly whitewater series boats that do need to be configured in a certain way. First up will probably be the 4-point thigh strap system. These have hooks that connect to the side webbing ladders and a hook for the ankle attachment and one loose strap that connects to the double D ring where the backband attaches. When you're first installing the thigh straps, have the straps sort of as long as they can go, and that way it'll allow you to configure to your seated position. With the hooks, they can be a little fiddly to put into a new raft, so it's best to put them in with the boat deflated, otherwise you'll find it very hard to slide these onto the ladder attachment. Once you have the hook on, slide it on and it's good to go. With whitewater series boats, there is a series of ladder kind of adjustments. So just put them into the end ones to start with and then adjust from there. With the ankle attachment, it's slightly different and the hook goes through a double bar-tacked webbing loop. It's important that the hook goes through the inner loop and the outer loop. They're also very hard to get off once you put them on, and that's by design, so they don't fall out. Finally, the last one will be the attachment on the double D ring. It's a free end that loops into a ladder lock style buckle. Once you've got that configured like that, go to the other side and install the other one. We'll move on now to your foot pillow. So once again, if you have a whitewater series boat, you'll receive a foot pillow that has a plastic tab and toggle attachment. Slide the tab and toggle together and orientate so the valve is facing up. If you have a self-bailing pack raft, the seating will be slightly different to a tub style or spray deck model, but on whitewater series boats, the seating is very similar. We're a seat sleeve with a 3/4 length inflatable seat. When you're first installing the seat, you have the inflation valve orientated up and slide the seat into the seat sleeve. You can partially inflate the seat when you're inserting it, but it's advised not to inflate it fully, as that will be very difficult to get into the seat sleeve. Moving back, we have the new offset double D rings for attaching the thigh strap and backband. The offset allows you to have the forces sort of orientated better, giving a better equalised pull on the D rings. The new backband also has a ladder style attachment for orientating the rear position of the back bend. When you first get your seat, there will be a small anodized metal T-bone with a clip. Unclip that from the seat, and then we're going to install it in the ladder adjustment at the rear. It's easiest to get the anodized piece of metal, slide that through, and then bring it back so it locks in place. You can then connect the back bend, like so. Moving further back to the rear of the raft, if you're got a Whitewater Series boats, most Whitewater Series boats are factory fitted with a T-zip as standard. Some classics and some other ultralight series may be available without a T-zip, but if you do have a T-zip, the best method for opening a T-zip is to grasp the rear of the raft, grab the T-zip pull tab with your hands, and pull in the direction of the T-zip opening. Make sure that when you're pulling the T-zip, you're pulling it along straight with the T-zip and not off on an angle or out. Once again, it's easiest if you grab something and pull in the opposite direction. All Alpaca rafts are fitted with a temper assist valve. If on a new raft you hear a slight hiss with once inflated, that's okay because it will only seal fully once you screw down the cap. There is a rubber O-ring on the inside. Make sure that's present, which will give you that full seal. There's also a center core of the valve. If you turn it a quarter turn clockwise, that will put the valve in the open position. If you put it a quarter turn counterclockwise, that'll put it in the closed position. Make sure when you're inflating your raft to first put it in the quarter closed position. When you first receive your new Alpaca raft fitted with a T-zip, it's important to lubricate the zip for the first time. Let's run through how to do that. In your small kit, you'll receive a tube of T-zip lubricant and obviously your T-zip. For the first lubrication, the T-zip will be closed, and it's best to apply small dabs along the rail of the zip. With your finger or a cloth, gently rub that into the top of the zipper for even coverage. With your right hand, grab the base of the T-zip and then pull the tab along the zipper. Do this around 5 to 10 times to evenly distribute the lubricant on the zipper rail. If the zipper is not pulling smoothly or feels dry, you may need to apply some more lubricant or smear it across the zipper. Once you've run the zipper up and down a number of times, you can use the included cloth to gently wipe off any excess. On a new zipper, it's also important to lubricate the very head of the garage of the zipper. Smear some T-zip lubricant in there. Close it up.